Hello friends, I'm back with another episode or another topic with another topic, that is inappropriate usage of words. So we are going to study today. What happened here? Hmm? Okay, it's not working. hold on, इसको बंद करो. देखना यार क्या हुआ. स्टॉप करें. So it would be a very interesting session today. We'll be talking more about how the various parts of speech are being used and how they are they're used in different senses. So we would be move नहीं हो रहा है. ऐसे कर नहीं हो रहा है. इस पे ओके ओके ठीक ओके ठीक ओके right. So now it would be now we are talking about the inappropriate word usage. Again, it is an important component of IPMAT verbal ability section, and it is another element that tests your verbal ability. So what does it actually test? It tests extent of your knowledge about the word class. It tests about the contextual judgment, whether a word fits logically and grammatically in a sentence, and thirdly, sensitivity to tone. I hope you can understand it better. I'm just repeating it again. It tests what are the things that it's going to test, because it's again very important, because you have a 6 questions of almost 24 marks. So, and it's also very easy if you know if you know the meanings of the word or the contextual element, you can easily score more marks here. So what's going to test? Again, it will test the extent of your knowledge about the word class. When I say word class, it means I'm talking about whether it's been used as a noun, whether it's been used as a verb, whether it's been used in adjective, whether it's been used in adverb, and so far. So this is what they're going to test. Another thing is the contextual judgment, whether a word fits logically and grammatically in a sentence. Of course, you can have various sentences which may look like grammatically correct, but whether they're contextually fit in the sentence or not. And thirdly, sensitivity to the tone. We will come to this again. Okay, what happened? And the fourth thing, it would be testing your understanding of the collocations. And then lastly, the awareness of the idiomatic expressions and the phrasal verbs. Now, what do we mean by collocations? हट नहीं सकता है क्या ये? So can we go back it? Yes. So let's go to the extent of your knowledge about word class. What does it mean when I say, as I explained to you, the extent of your knowledge about word class? So this test will probes the same word, whether the same word can be used as a noun or a verb. For example, if we very simple example here, I have got a lot of work to do. What's happening? यार मयूर सर को बुलाना क्या? पेन तो वो हर बार ऐसे हो रहा है. ये दैट्स ओके. ओके, अभी आगे जाएगा क्या ये एवरी टाइम? पर लास्ट टाइम तो नहीं हुआ था ऐसे. ओके, चलो. So every time I have to do that, right? Okay. So understanding of collocations. Sorry for disturbance. Understanding of collocations. The collocations means there are certain words. There are certain words which always tend to come together. Like you have always, what you say is, always you use the word like heavy smoker. Right? So you don't say, we use always this word as a heavy smoker, but we don't say light smoker. Right? So this particular word is being used as, this is what we call as a collocation. I hope it is clear. Then you have awareness of idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs. So are you aware of the idiomatic expressions and the phrasal verbs? So that is what we have to see. So let's go to the, what it is going to test. The same word can be used either as a noun. Yeah, it's happening. Can be used as a noun. Just like I have got a work to do, so it's been used as a noun, and here it is being used as a, I work in a factory, so here we are using it as a verb. So you can appreciate the thing that we are using the same word without changing the form, right? So it can be used as a word, as a noun, as well as the verb. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move ahead. Now look at there are certain words which can be used both as a noun as well as verb without change of the form. So the words are like charge, comment, copy, cut, dance, design, diet, drink, hope, hurry, lift, then look, then love, offer, notice, paint, etc. You can yourself make the sentences of these words as a, if I say charge, so he was charged with something. So here I'm using it as a verb. And if I say a charge, or we are charging, or we say a charge, that means I'm using it as a noun. Similarly, he commented or there was a comment. And again, we can use also as a copy. So I copied or it is a copy. Similarly, we can use it as cut. So when we say there was a cut, or I cut vegetables. So similarly, you can use lots of example sentences with this. So what does it mean when you use these forms of the words with as a noun and verb? It really reflects your ability to make sentences, your flexibility to use the one particular word in different ways. So you can easily find it out, right? So let's go to the next thing. Then second is contextual judgment. So first thing we were talking about the contextual judgment, whether a word fits logically and grammatically in a sentence. So I have chosen the word resilience over here. So let's take an example and how we can use in this particular context. So the sentence is, after the devastating earthquake, the community showed remarkable. Now you have options: resistance, resilience, reluctance, and reliance. So you can use what we should use. Should we use resistance? We can also use, after devastating earthquake, the community showed remarkable resistance. You can use resilience, you can use reluctance, or you can use reliance. So let's see what we can use here. So let's see what we can use. After devastating earthquake, if you make the sense of this particular sentence, you will find we have a number of clues coming here. So you can see rebuilding their homes and continuing with their lives. So something, the catastrophe has taken place or something wrong has happened, but still, they have that ability to rebound or to come back and then start their lives again. So let's see what these are the various meanings that we can use. So resilience fits the context because it refers to the capacity to recover quickly from difficulty. Resistance usually implies opposition. That means that is not recovery. Obviously, you're not resisting something. Reluctance means unwillingness, which does not fit here. And then reliance, again, dependence, which isn't focus of the sentence. So I hope it is clear to you. So the right word would be resilience. So this talks about our contextual judgment. So what we can use in the context. Let's see what other thing is. Another thing that we need to know about is the tone. When we say sensitivity to tone, it is similar to what you have read in your reading comprehension, where you talk about the various types of the tone. It could be a positive tone, it could be a negative tone, it could be an offensive tone, it could be a laudatory tone, it could be a celebratory tone, various types of tones you can use. So similarly, we can also use, and one of the important thing over here is that we need to judge what is the tone that the author has used or the examiner has used in his question. So let's see how the tone actually works. I would like to request a few days off next week. So it is polite and professional tone, obviously, right? Then I demand a few days off next week. So, if you cannot replace these things. You cannot say, this is the second one is very, very offensive kind of tone, and the first one is very polite kind of tone. So that is also we need to take care of. I hope this is clear to you. Then next part is collocation. Now this is again, you can make it out. Understanding of collocation is again very, very important whenever you're talking about language. So we have two things: make a decision versus do a decision. Which should be the better thing or better construction? So she had to make a decision about her future. This is correct. So we always make a decision. So this is what we call as a collocational aspect of the language, or this is what we say is a collocation. Again, we have she had to do a decision about the future. This would be incorrect. So in your exam, they will definitely try to ask these types of things. Again, we have one more example, that is of heavy rain or the strong rain. There is nothing wrong in a strong rain. Even if we had a strong rain, all right, there is no problem. But still, as a collocational word, we always use heavy rain. So this is how the collocation works here. Another thing is idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expression means, as we know, what do we mean by idioms, or you are aware of the idioms. Idioms are the group of words where you have, which do not have the meaning coming from the constitution. or when you combine them, they do not have that kind of meaning. They have a totally different meaning what they have. So let's see the example over here. Look up to someone, meaning to admire or respect someone. I really look up to my grandfather for his wisdom and kindness. So how would you come to this conclusion? I should use look up. Look at the clues that has been given. So, you always respect or you admire someone because of certain qualities that he has. So my grandfather has two qualities. One is wisdom and kindness. So therefore, what I do, I respect him. So instead of using I admire him, I look up to him. If I use a literal interpretation, I look up to him because he is tall. So literally, I'm looking somewhere, on to him because he is tall. So this won't work. So this is how the idiomatic expression works. Another thing that one more example that I would like to use it is, word is look up. The same phrasal verb can be used as a look up. So look up means to increase. So if you say the prices are looking up, so here it does not mean we are admiring or respecting prices. It means the prices are increasing. So this is the same verb, same construction, but they have a different meaning. So this is again an important aspect as far as the idiomatic expressions are concerned. We can say one more example, that is breakdown. So let's see, what does it mean? So breakdown means what? Breakdown means is to stop functioning. I'm sure you must be knowing this particular word, for a machine, or to lose emotional control for a person. So we use this particular word, breakdown, or this phrasal verb, for two reasons. For machine, when the machine doesn't work, then it would be we're using breakdown. So the example is, my car broke down on the way to airport. That means my car has stopped working. And then the second we can use for the emotional sense, she broke down in tears during the interview. So again, you can see that same word we are using in a different way, right? But if we use I broke down the wall and felt sad, yes, we cannot use this broke down the wall, and we cannot feel sad about it, right? So we use breakdown to talk about for not working something and for the emotional control. I hope this is quite okay for you. Now this is the question which has come in 23 IPMAT, which I've taken it. Very interesting and very nice question. And let's see how can we use it, or how can we solve it. So first option they have given is, to catch the terrorist, the security forces formed a ring around the house where he was hiding. The second option they are giving, they were all soaking wet, and mother told them to wring the clothes first and then put them out to dry. The third is, the witch waved her wand, recited a magical verse, pressed the blue stone on her ring, and and her ring, and vanished into thin air. And then last option they have given is, she had left home for the first time, so her parents made a promise that she would ring them up every day. So let's see, how can we solve this? Now we can solve these questions. How can we solve these questions? First thing you have to do is look for the common word or phrase. Then second thing you have to see is look for the meaning of the sense and see how it is used. Is it in an idiomatic use? It could be homophonic or homographic sense, or which part of the speech is this, and and is it how it is used correctly, right? So these are the parameters on which you can put your question and see how you can use that, you can solve the question. Now let's see again. Can you find out, can you observe what common word do you notice? I'm sure that you can easily notice one particular word, that is a ring. Then here again two ring, then here again her ring, then here again you can see made her promise that she would ring, right? So the one thing that we could see was there is one particular word that they have used that is common. Now this is what they want, whether you can apply your knowledge and can find out which is the correct one. So the first step is done. We have identified which word is pretty common in all the options. Now let's see the meanings. What are the various meanings ring can have? So ring can have various means: a circular band for holding, connecting, hanging, pulling, packing, sealing. I mean, it's not a new thing, everybody knows it. A circular line, figure or object, an encircling arrangement. Now these are all, we are using, sorry, these are all we are using, sorry. So above these, they have been used as nouns, and here it is being used as a verb. So the second thing now we need to know what in the question how the words have been used. Let's see. So first thing, to catch the terrorist, the security forces formed a ring around the house where he was hiding. Now this has been used as a noun phrase. You can see a ring around the house. This has been used as a noun phrase. So it looks like fine. It means to encircle. It means to encircle or to form a ring. They were all soaking wet and their mother told them to wring their clothes first. To wring their clothes, I think wring is to infinitive verb here. Wring, here if we say wring, it is being used as to infinitive verb. The sense here is to squeeze the clothes. You can see they were all soaking wet and their mother told them to wring their clothes first and then put them out dry. So what it means is to squeeze or to twist, right? So does it ring apply to the squeeze or twist? No, it doesn't, because we have seen the meaning is what? The meaning is squeezing is to make a circle. So let's see, what does it mean here? Then the next one is, the witch waved her wand, recited a magical verse, praised the blue stone or ring, and vanished into the thin air. So here ring, a circular object that we wear in our fingers, looks fine. I mean, there's no problem here. She had left home for the first time, so her parents made a promise that she would ring them up every day. So again, would ring being used as a main verb to call. It looks fine. Right? So let's see. So what is the correct answer? They were all soaking wet and their mother told them to wring their clothes first and put them out. Option B. Here the distraction comes because of sorry. So here the distraction has come because of the homophone, a word which spells differently, which has different spelling, but the same pronunciation. So to wring means to squeeze. So you have a ring and you can use it as a ring and ring. So these are what? we can call them as homophones because they are pronounced same. So if we put it ring here to ring here, it makes the sense. So that is how the correct answer would be what is to wring their clothes. So the option B is the correct one. I mean the soaking wet and their mother told them their clothes first and then put them to dry. Another word is blow. Let's see how we can use it. The team's early exit was a major blow to the fence. The boy blew his top when he couldn't find his toy. She was hurt by his unkind blow. He stood still and let the wind blow his hair. So let's see what it would be. The correct option would be. Can you make it out? Which would be the correct one? Let's see. So first thing, again, do the stepwise. Which word is common here? It is being used as it's a blow. How it is used? It is used as a noun as well as the verb. Let's see how it is being used. The team's early exit was a major blow. So it is used as a noun phrase, right? It means an unfortunate or calamity is happening, right? Failure, the another example would be failure to land the job came as a blow. Then the second is the boy blew his top when he couldn't find his toy. It's been a verb and it's been used in idiomatic sense. That means to become very angry. Then you have a next one is she was hurt by his unkind blow. So you can see again it's been used as unkind blow. So it's a noun phrase. Looks a little awkward, right? And then last one is he stood still and let the wind blow his hair. So here again you have it's been used as a verb phrase. So the first thing we know that the one particular, which is the common word, and the second thing is which part of speech is being used here. Let's go to let's see which one would be the best one. Right. So another would be, sorry, happened. So what you would think would be correct one? Which would be the correct one? So this looks quite okay. Team's early was a major blow. So it was an unfortunate thing. It was a major blow to them. So this is quite nice. Okay, fine. Nothing, no problem here. Blew his top when he couldn't find his toy. So here we get a clue that because he is not finding toy, so he has become angry. And the third one is he allowed his hair to blown by the air, so that's also okay. So this would be the wrong option, and this in our exam it would be the correct answer would be the C. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's go to the next word. Okay, so that is the option that we have. Now another word we can use is wave. They waved at us when they passed by. Don't wave at people you don't know. We waved her down at the station. The accident was bad, but the police waved us on. So again, let's see how we can. So one thing that is very clear in this is one particular word that is being used frequently, that is wave. So let's see. So which is the common word, which is a wave, how it is being used. It is used as a verb. It's a noun and verb. So let's see. They waved at us when they passed by. So it's been used as a verb. The second is don't wave at people you don't know. It's again a verb. And then third is we waved her down at the station, verb. The accident was bad, but the police waved us on. So looks like question is based on phrasal verb. If we look at all these things, we find that one thing which is common, that all the verbs, all the every sentence has a verb as a phrasal verb. So let's see how we can solve it. So wave is essentially an intransitive verb. So let's see what is the meaning we have. They waved at us when they passed by. And then don't wave at the people you don't know. So these two are the verb. What they do mean as a verb. It means to motion with hands or with something held in the held in them in the signal or salute. It's just like waving someone, right? Both these words would be meaning like. Then second one is to float, play or shake in an air current, move loosely to and fro. So we can see the flags waving in the breeze, and those two options are correct. So we wave at people or person. Wave can be followed by preposition at or to. This is, remember, this is you need to remember this, said that the wave can be used as at or to. Now let's see the third option, that is C option. We waved her down at the station. So it's a phrasal verb. It means to signal to someone to stop, usually by waving your hand. This can be broken down as wave someone to stop or wave down, signaling to stop. So you can literally divide into various parts. So you have a wave and then down. That means signaling to stop. However, the intending meaning is to say goodbye. It's, if you look at we waved her down at the station. That means the intended meaning is we want to say goodbye, not to stop. So the correct option would be we waved her off at the station. That would be the correct option, that would be the correct use of the phrasal verb in this context. Then last one is D, that is the accident was bad, but the police waved us on. It looks fine. It means to move on, not to stop. So you can easily make out what do we mean by wave down and wave on. So wave down means to stop, and wave on is not to stop, to move on. So I hope it is clear to you. This is how we use the wave. Now let's see. Let's go to the next one. Another word is leap. Let's see what are the options. That is, the tiger leaped at the deer. A leap of faith is what it takes. Look before you leap. And he leaped out at the chance to visit America. So these are the various options that has been given to us. Let's see what are the things that how can we solve this? So which word is common? Again, it has been leap. How it is being used? It's been used as a verb. It is, in fact, it is a meaning. It is a transitive verb. It means that you do not have an object here, and this is visible also. So when you say tiger leaped at the deer, so at the deer is a prepositional phrase which has come after the verb leaped. So therefore we do not have an object here. What we have what we call as an adverbial. So it answers what? Where did tiger leap? So he leaped at the deer. So you can see leap plus at means jump at. The second is leap of faith is what it takes. An act of believing something that is not easily believed. Maybe a little bit difficult, but this is how it has been used in the English language. So it is leap of faith means an act of believing something that is not easily believed, right? Something which is very difficult to believe, or still you expecting something, or you are hoping something against a hope. So it took a big leap of faith to decide to quit my job and to try something. Look, right? So it looks fine. So These two options are quite okay. It looks like tiger leaped at deer. That's quite fine. Leap of faith is also, it looks like fine. Now let's see. The third option they have given is look before you leap. This is a proverb. I mean, you must have heard it many times, and it means to check that something is not going to cause problems or have result before you do it. So just thinking about or thinking about an action before you do that action or perform that action. The example is general advice with a job offer is to do your research and look before you leap. So it looks fine. Then he leaped out the chance to visit America. So what does it mean here? So leap out means to jump out. So if we look at this particular phrase or this particular phrasal verb, it means what? It means to jump out, move suddenly. The two meanings which means here, first is to jump out and second meaning is to move suddenly. Another important thing we should know about it is that secondly, it requires a physical movement. So leap out, what it requires? It requires a physical movement also. It cannot be, you cannot use without physical movement. For example, he leaped out of the car. So what we mean here is he came out of the car. That is what we mean here. Then what we have, another is what should be the correct option then? Of course, now this is incorrect. So you cannot jumping out the chance to visit or something like that. This cannot be the correct option. The correct option or what we should use to make it this particular sentence correct. So this particular sentence can be made correct by using an appropriate phrase, that is leap at. That means to accept an opportunity quickly and eagerly, hear a chance, right? An abstract concept. So it is not a physical movement actually, right? Leap at. So if you put it, he leaped at the chance to visit America. So what does it mean? He quickly recognized the opportunity and he grabbed it, right? So that is how we use leap. So the correct answer would be the D1, that is he leaped out the chance to visit America. So two important things you should know about it. First thing is there should be a physical movement. That's very important. Rest are quite okay. I mean, that's leap before that can be easily done. Another interesting word would be is to rack off. Look at the options that we have. Rack, she is racking in thousands today. A very common word might have used, you must have heard in everyday language or everyday conversation, specifically when the business people are talking, and they always use this particular type of sentences. So she is racking in thousands a day. It is only shop in the area. It is only shop in the area and they are racking it in. Then the rack is coming in any moment. Then Tim keeps racking off the rows we had last year, right? So these are the four options. Again, it is very easy to do. Now what we can do, let's see which is the common word here. The common word is, sorry, this is okay. The common word is rack and various meanings that we can use it. So it's been used as noun as well as, you can see, it's been used as a noun. It's been used as a noun as well as a, what happened? It's been used as a noun as well as a verb, right? So noun means a machine for gathering hay, and right, and verb means to gain rapidly or in abundance, usually used with in rack in a fortune. So let's see how it can be used. So she is racking in thousands a day. That means racking in is an informal expression meaning earning a lot of money easily or quickly. This is an idiomatic meaning. The second one is, I hope it's clear, it's an informal expression meaning or earning a lot of money easily or quickly. So anybody can say, no, he is raking in lots of money, or he is raking in millions of dollars. So that can be used this way. The second is, it's the only shop in the area and they are raking it in. So again, raking means here to making a lot of profit. Then the third one is, the rack is coming in any moment. So here it has been referring to a machine. So remember these three. Remember here, racking is being used, rack is being used as a verb, and it's been also used as a noun, because we have the rack is also there, right? So let's see what is the other thing. And the next option was, Tim keeps racking of the rows we had last year. So rack off means, what do we mean by rack off? It means a percentage of cut taken as by an operator. If you look at if you put this particular meaning to this, it doesn't sound good. It is absolutely not correct. So the option, definitely, the correct answer would be the D, that is, Tim keeps racking of the rows we had last year. But what exactly this particular sentence means? Now, if you look at the word rows, it can have two meanings. The one meaning, as a noun, it can be object arranged properly. So we have a rows, we don't say there are many rows here, that way. And the second one is a noisy quarrel. There is a mistake here. So noisy quarrel. So looking at the intended meaning, rack off, it does not indicate proper meaning. The sentence means Tim brings the dispute again and again. So if you put it, what? Rack of rows here means what? It means to have a quarrels or the disputes. So this is the intending meaning that we have, right? Sorry. So the correct option would be what? It is D is the correct option, right? So that is, so this is what I want you to do. These are simple questions for you. So can you use these following words into different word classes? So these are the words like kind, or like fast, fly, sentence, right, till, crown, plain, produce, and round. So remember one thing, these words can also be used as a noun, can also be used as a verb, can also be used as an adjective, and can also be used as the adverb also. So try to use in your own way, or try to find how they can be used and learn about them. If you do not, we'll meet in the next meeting, and then we will discuss how we can use these words as a different parts of speech. Till then, it's thank you very much. Thank you. $50, na? 45 minutes. Okay, chalo. Thank you. 43, not E. No. System. ये वो तो नहीं रहा ना, तो नहीं रहा, बंद हो गया थोड़ा टाइम तो स्टॉप स्ट्रीमिंग हो गया ना.